Meeting, May 22nd, 2018. I'd like to consider a motion to close the executive session. A motion? Trustee Taylor, second. Deputy Mayor Cassell, all in favor? Unanimous. We'll have the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. A prayer by Trustee Taylor.
Thank you, Mayor. I am going to have a little prayer that's actually about numbers. And the numbers will vary based on exactly what you include or don't include, but the facts behind the numbers don't change. In a very perilous world so far in 2018, there actually have only been 13 active duty U.S. military personnel who have been killed in combat zones. And that's a very low number, especially for recent times, and it really is a blessing. But in contrast, consider this. So far in 2018, 31 people have been killed in school shootings, including 26 children. I'd like to ask all of us to take a moment of silence to think about what we might be able to do personally to help prevent future tragedies of this sort. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to have a presentation. I think Maggie's here. To the floor to present Maggie.
Don't know you on the screen.
Yeah, I'm a photographer.
You could tell, I mean, when we first met, that you really had a community in your heart, and you could. And when it really started, when you look back at some of your accomplishments, with the Chamber of Commerce, I mean, I didn't even know that there was a Chamber of Commerce. And I think it increased from 2 or 3 people. I think about 90 some odd at this point. Which is tremendous. And you also started a movement, networking group. And I think that has about 60 members to it. You were also very interested in not only the business community, but you're interested in the community itself. I know we talked on many occasions about traffic situations. And I follow people out. And the job we do on it, that I was talking about. And it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot that I hadn't been doing 26 years. And you were here a few years and we were talking about. So you did a tremendous amount. And it's a bittersweet moment. I mean, people leave you. People volunteer to do it. And you don't realize how much work that you really put into what you do and do it so well. And it's so many great successes. So we hate to lose you and the family, but we know that Houston has been a tremendous person and a tremendous family. So thank you for everything you've done. Let me read the certificate of our appreciation from the village to Maggie Segrich. With grateful recognition on behalf of the Village Board of Trustees for serving as Chamber of Commerce President from May 2016 until April 2018. During your tenure, the Chamber grew to 94 businesses encompassing all 4 of the river towns. They extended from Dobbs Ferry to all of the river towns. In order to connect the local businesses with one another to help them grow. You also are a member of the Youth Services Council and served as chair, I believe, at some point. The Ferry Festive Committee. I don't think you can get more successful than, right, Patty?
Maggie's the best.
Maggie is the best. 15,000 plus people at the Ferry Festive. You also help recruit people to support the festive, both in having exhibits and also contributing to the cost of the festival. And the Downtown Improvement Task Force, which we just recently started, working with Trustee Christy Nell. Thank you, Christy. So Maggie, you brought awareness to a lot of things in the village, and we're going to miss you greatly, but we wish you all the best of luck. And thanks for
Thank you.
And thanks for your for sharing you with us over the years. We took you away from your family quite a bit. So maybe we can get a picture. John, you want to join us? And we'll get a picture up front, maybe the board can stand. You want to get a picture?
You want vertical or horizontal?
Who's on, we'll get everybody.
Well, the problem is your smiles are so wide.
It's just the presence of us.
Okay,
That's right.
so you guys in the back need to come forward a little bit. Count to a minute. Okay, maybe if I go up a little.
Wait, I think I need to stand on the chair.
So get ready for me to take a picture. Just your picture, yeah, now you take the glasses off, that's good.
Hit that button.
The red one?
I'm actually gonna do it from this angle, so maybe I'll see, I think this will get everybody in there.
I'd help you, Nancy, but I'm shorter
That's
than you
nice.
are.
Is this the Ardsley angle?
That's on the other side, by the
Christie,
way.
can you move 3 inches? Yeah, to the right, yeah, perfect. Okay, now if everybody can stand on 1 foot.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, on this side.
Okay, so now we have courtesy of the floor, and I'm glad that we have some of our friends from the village of Ardsley. We have Mayor Nancy Kabulian. Nancy, how are you? And Andy DiGiusto, right? DiGiusto. Thank you for coming, trustee. And I don't know if you want to say a few words about the letter that we're co-signing.
Yes.
Regarding the,
Where do we go?
right up here to the right.
We have Frank Doherty here also.
Oh.
He has been on our traffic committee.
Great, Fran?
And I
Frank.
turn it over to Andy and Frank, who are most knowledgeable.
Okay, terrific. Thanks for coming, Frank.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Andy DiGiusto, Deputy Mayor of the Village of Ardsley. You know Nancy, and Frank Doherty here is the chairman of our traffic committee. What we propose to you with that letter that you all read is an idea that has actually gone back to 2007 to build a pedestrian ramp from the top of Ashford Avenue Bridge to the South County Trailway, which is directly underneath, okay? To access the South County Trailway, both for Ardsley and Dobbs Ferry residents, they really have to go out of their way. For us, we'd have to go all the way down to Elm Street and past the garbage trucks. For you, you'd have to go down to Rivertown Square, cross the Sawmill, and then get on to the South County Trailway. So, since 2007, we've been working on this, but it's always been seriously pushed to the side by Westchester County. Then in 2013, we found out the bridge was going to be rebuilt. not just repaired, totally rebuilt. Frank and I met with many people from Westchester County and said, this is what we need. Do it while you're building the bridge. They came back to us saying, financially, we can't do it. 2.5 years building the bridge, you can't find a little bit of money to help out. Well, just recently, County Executive George Latimer paid us a visit at one of our board meetings and talked about his, I'm going to say this wrong, the Good Neighbor program. Okay. And at our board meeting, I asked him, is if we had a project for Westchester County, can we present it to you? Not only you presenting your projects to us. And he said, yeah. I said, well, I have one. Okay. So part of the Good Neighbor program could be that between Dobbs Ferry and Ardsley, we put our collective traffic committees or whoever you want to represent to go to Westchester County and say, we can do it. We can actually do it. The best part about what's happening right now with the bridge is that underneath the bridge, they leveled everything. So they don't even have to work at removing trees. They're gone already. And the thing is, Westchester County owns the property under the bridge. So they don't have to buy anything. All they have to do is build a ramp. So we are here and we presented the letter. Hopefully you guys sign it. Okay. Sorry about that. Hopefully everybody here signs it, sends it, and as soon as we get something back from the Westchester County Executive, we will absolutely bring all the paperwork that we have, and hopefully, I need to get done, if you don't mind, emailing me the name of your traffic committee head, and Frank Doherty, our chairman of the traffic committee, we'll get together, and, of course, I'll be there because I'm the liaison to the traffic committee, and we'll go to Westchester County and say, listen, all of this is done already. The ideas, the drawings have been done. All we need you to do. So hopefully we can really start something going, because Ashford Avenue Bridge is the perfect spot for both our villages. Anybody can ride their bikes down Northfield, Southfield, or Ashford Avenue. Same with us, come down Ashford Avenue and get to the trailway. We're not having to bring your car to the parking lot and unloading bikes. You can do it just by riding. So that's what we came up with. That's the letter that you have, and hopefully you'll endorse it and send it on its way, and we can hopefully get this project going.
Great.
Andy?
Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, and as I had mentioned to Andy too, our traffic committee at the time was also in
Yes,
support
as
of
a matter
it
of
back
fact,
then,
during
yeah.
most of this, we did meet, as a
Yeah.
matter of fact, in this room, with the traffic committee. And so everybody knows what we're talking about. Now, with George Latimer's initiative to Good Neighbor program, well, let's go. Let's go. Thank you very much for listening.
Thanks,
Thank
Andy.
you.
Thank you. Nancy, are you going to make a comment?
No,
No? Frank, did you want to make any comment?
I want to meet with your traffic committee.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Put everything together.
Well, listen, it's a slam dunk to me. I mean,
Right.
it seems like a great idea. And you've made it even more convincing if Westchester County owns the property below and it's already been cleaned out. It sort of helps us in that way also. So I don't know if any of our board members have any comments that they'd like to make.
Any questions? I'm sorry, I said that.
Or any questions?
Questions?
No?
Anything?
Very good.
I think it's a great idea. I
Yeah.
thank you guys for bringing it to us and working with us to move it forward.
We'll reach out to Mary Jane Shinsky also, and get her involved in this.
Right, right.
Right, 'cause she's infrastructure and
Yeah.
for Westchester County.
So
Yeah.
intimately involved with the bridge, I think she probably actually,
Good idea,
might
yeah.
have probably was spoken to at the time and has knowledge of the whole plan as
Yeah.
well. So I think she's a good person that we should, go.
Work with.
Maybe you and I can meet with her or work together.
That sounds great. Let me know, or if you need me, I'll call her and we'll set something up and we'll get it done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's start the ball rolling. So
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
Great. Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you very much.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, wait, you have the letter.
I have the
Yeah,
letter.
you signed it, you signed
You
it.
signed it?
I signed it already. Was I supposed to sign it?
No, you were not supposed to sign it.
We have to now authorize you to sign it.
This one's not
Okay.
signed. Use Nicole's pen.
Okay. Consider a motion to send a joint letter with the Village of Ardsley from the mayor of Dobbs Ferry and the Board of Trustees in support of adding a bike ramp connection on the Ashford Avenue Bridge to the South County Trailway to the appropriate parties. Do I have a trustee Sullivan, second, trustee DeRossi? All in favor? Unanimous? We're a go. Slam dunk.
Thank you.
Thank you.
guys.
I think you have to ask if anyone else has a person before me.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thank you. Will do. Thanks for coming. Does anybody else have anything that they'd like to address the board, courtesy of the floor? Lee?
Lee Constantine, good evening, Mayor, Board of Trustees. I just want to address the matter that was brought up a few weeks ago when I was here with regards to the poles being removed on Stanley. And I've been accused of denying access to client. And we did receive a letter from, the lawyer, Corey Raven, and he also mentions the case when we sued the village, as well as that he mentions the village. There are also sanctions possibly because of us, quote, not allowing access. First of all, there's no such thing because we never received any notice, and prior to anything, they must provide prior reasonable written notice. There's never been a notice. So that is inaccurate. The easement is open for them at any time. I think they're talking about the house versus the easement, two different things here. And I think components are being mixed up. And I know Charlene had said that on multiple occasions that they have not been able to get access. I'd like to know what those multiple occasions consist of, and if you have any documentation to forward them immediately. And I know Trustee Costello, you also said that I've been told that they can't.
Lee, I will get that documentation from Con
Excuse
Ed.
me, I am talking, you're not allowed to interrupt the speaker.
I am sorry.
Thank you. And I know Trustee Cassell, you did mention also that you were told that we could get access. And I think what I want to address more so than anything is the fact that I think the board, and not just the board, but people in the village, or you get information from different sources, such as maybe other department heads, consultants, developers, project managers, and I think you take it as it must be true because they're saying it. And I know, as you all know, that there's plenty of things that are inaccurate and have to be fact-checked, proofed, researched, and analyzed before you can really take somebody's word for it, because we have received no letters of any kind stating that. I received an email on May 7th from the developer's project manager saying that, please provide me with a date to change your electric panel. This electric upgrade is no charge to you and will require a few days of inspections from a local electric inspector in Con Ed. Well, there's no proposal. What does that mean to us? They're going to put fuses in there, they're going to change the circuit breaker, they're going to paint the box. I mean, what does that mean to us? If they want to put poles out underground, well, where's it go? What type of work is being done? Where's it going to be placed? We need proper proposals. And I asked when I was here the last time, I said, we never received any proposals or meetings or conferences. And I said, so you can give me the name of the Con Ed to speak with. And Charlene said, no, I'll arrange it. Well, that's a clear denial of me to interact with Con Ed as my right. If somebody's going to be doing work for us, we have the right. If somebody came up to any of you and they said, oh, we want to come in your house and we want to do this and that, the first thing you would ask would be a slew of questions. What's it consist of? Why is it? Where is it? What's it go? Who, what, where, and et cetera. And I think that's just normal for anybody. And so I don't know why we have been denied that right to speak to anybody or to be given a proper proposal. We need a proposal.
All right, I think we have a good idea of what you're asking for, and Charlene has agreed to.
May I speak
sorry.
after you finish, Mayor?
And Charlene will get you the information from Con Ed when they, and I think it came up at was it the last meeting?
24th,
Yeah, it came up at that meeting, so, I mean, I think it would behoove us, both for you and for us. I mean, it would make things look a lot and work a lot better on that street there, so whatever we can do to, you know, expedite.
I'm saying that it may be a great proposal.
Yeah.
We would go for it, but I just don't know why we haven't received anything. And then to get a letter, such as a threatening letter, where we don't have any.
Right. Well, we'll look into that.
And I don't think the village does either, because I don't have the letter.
Who is the
Right.
threatening letter from?
Well, that letter is from Puerto Rico.
Okay,
Yeah.
just want to make that.
But we'll look into it. And Charlene, did you want to make a comment?
That his comments are misrepresentations.
Lee, has Con Ed, have you not received any communications from Con Ed?
Never.
Yeah, I will check with Con Ed because, in fact, you never received a phone call?
No,
You've never talked to anybody?
I've never received anything from Con Ed. I never spoke to anybody.
Have you, because I saw the last email, and I'll arrange the meeting, and you'll sit down with it, but a proposal, I don't know what you really mean as a
Well,
proposal.
as to what's going to be done, what type of work is going to be done.
Okay, so we'll have somebody explain that to you. Okay,
And that's standard practice.
I'm sorry, Lee,
All right.
I was talking.
Well,
but
Lee,
you
I
may-
think we understand what you're looking for, so we'll get that for you, and we'll follow.
Oh, I'll arrange the meeting.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Thanks, Lee.
Yeah, I know, and I don't think it's, I mean, I need to know, will Con Edison be doing all the work inside as well as outside too?
But during the meeting, you can ask these questions of Con Ed, and so they can answer them directly.
If you can get me the contact of Con Ed, I want to speak directly to
What?
them.
No,
I think it's
I'll-
probably better for you, the village, and Con Ed to talk together and meet together, so we're all on the same
Yeah,
page.
Yeah,
that's
I
a
think that's correct.
good idea.
Trustee.
Yeah, that way,
Does the village usually negotiate between?
I didn't say they would negotiate, I just said they could be present so that we could all be on the same page, Lee. Is there a reason you'd rather the village not be present during the meeting?
Well, I think that I would like to speak with Con Edison and find out what this is all about.
Well, I mean, you could have you called Con Ed since you were here on April 24th?
It's my job to do that. They should be coming to me.
Well,
Well, I'll take the job on and I'll arrange a meeting.
I don't think I don't think it should be this big a deal. I think that having a conversation between you, Con Ed, and the village
Well, it should be
makes the
done a
most,
long time ago rather than
Lee,
just getting left.
let's just be solution focused. You know, let's be solution focused about it. And this is a good solution, which gets you your conversation. You can ask all your questions and see if you're satisfied with the answers and how you want to move
We
forward.
still require everything in writing.
That's fine. That's fine. You can make that request at the meeting. I think there's nothing wrong with that.
All right, thanks, Lee.
Thank you.
Does anybody else want to address the board, courtesy of the floor?
Well, I'm just because I'm here.
Niall?
Yeah, sorry. I think this was brought to your attention before, and I know we had a little email exchange about the Zion property that is really the Aqueduct property, and then the village.
Oh, cleaning it?
Yeah.
Yes.
But then there was a question about, apparently the village rents it for $1 from the state.
Yeah, and I asked you for some documentation because I have no,
Folks would be the one to get it to. He's the manager of the Aqueduct. He has that little office.
yes, I'm sorry, I thought you were going to contact him.
But my question was, were you waiting for that? I mean, because you.
Yes.
Is there any question about whether it's your property?
I have no idea what the lease, I just want to look at the lease. It'd be good to have it and to see where the property ends and starts, that's all.
So it's a survey issue in a way, partly.
Partly, yes.
Yeah, okay, that's part of my question. So you want a survey to show exactly what it is. It's actually very clear. But if you look at the stone wall in front of Zion, there's a distinct vertical break in it. The stone wall starts to slope down a little bit, and that's exactly what the property line is. So if you trace that line across, it's very clear with the steep bank. that it's-
I have no doubt, I have not seen any documentation. We would need it if we're going to,
So it's not just a rental agreement or whatever it is, it's $1 agreement, it's a survey that you want to see across.
whatever documentation they have that would,
That's fine, I just
yeah.
want to, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks, Niall. Anyone else?
Route 9?
Do we need to say anything?
Why don't you?
Yeah.
Patty?
And you can interrupt me at that point. The Route 9, Patty Spector got the design, but not necessarily as a resident who's participating in the Route 9 Broadway corridor study. We got a series of drawings from Nelson Nygaard, the consultant, and we have been reviewing that. I've made a series of notes, putting together with Donna and Rob Barra, the other two members of the coalition, have done with Charlie. I think we've all have the copies. And I think, Donna, you're sharing that with the board at this point?
Yeah, I did send it to them,
Okay.
and I was gonna talk to you about
Yeah.
explaining it to them, yeah, so. This is good.
And there are a number of items that we want to fix. They had a couple of things that just weren't quite right, and I think they're more drafting errors. One of them being that they kind of didn't show the driveways at the school. I'm sure that's an oversight, that they're not proposing to go in the school, so. We need to get some of that stuff fixed, but I think we're working on what we need to do. Is that good enough?
Christie, you had some questions. Did that answer?
I just wanted to find out what it was in terms of a wrap-up, like overall, but, we can wait till June for that.
Oh, okay, I just know we needed something to know beforehand.
If anybody on the board has specific questions or thinks that there needs to be something different, the sooner that we can get that information, the better. Because what we've done is we've now sent the notes that we put together to the consultants. They're going to be working on those. So if there was anything else that any of you had a question about, I want to make sure that we got them to be aware of that.
I also just want to make a point that a lot of suggestions that were made and that we are making to Nelson Nygaard also came as a result of the many public meetings that we have had with resident input. This isn't just the committee who came up with this. We took all the input from the residents of Dobbs Ferry and all the 5 river towns to put this together. So I want to make that clear as well.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Anybody has any questions?
Thanks, Patty.
Thanks for all the hard work on Route 9 to everybody, because I know it's a lot of time and effort, and we appreciate it.
Okay. Consider a motion to schedule a public hearing on June 12th, 2018, to consider a referral from the Planning Board for site plan approval for Children's Village to construct a 2,686 square foot storage structure on their property. Trustee Rosella, second. Trustee Sullivan, all in favor? Consider a motion to schedule a public hearing on June 12, 2018 to consider a referral from the Planning Board for site plan approval for 401 Ashford Avenue to convert the use from 2-family to 3-family with site plan changes and internal renovations. Trustee Cassell, Trustee Taylor, second. All in favor? Do you want to make a comment?
Well, I'll be honest with you, I'm looking at this and I didn't read it properly, I guess. I thought it was to approve it at this point.
No, it's not to prove it.
Because it's, yeah, okay.
The planning board has approved it, and it's under our jurisdiction, so now it comes to us, and we have to have a public hearing on it.
Right.
So today we scheduled a public hearing.
Yeah, no, I just didn't really tune into that.
Okay.
Okay, because no one, we've been through this whole process and no one has any comments on it. Okay, all right.
It's a legal thing, we have
Yeah,
to
we
go
have
to a
to-
public hearing.
We have to have the.
No, we have to notice the public hearing to have the,
We have to,
Because it's all been noticed, they know you're.
yeah.
By us, we said it's already noticed to the public that it's coming before here. Do it again.
we'll look forward to seeing you then.
Take care. Consider a motion to award the bid for the firehouse floor structural improvement to the lowest responsible bidder, Northbrook Contracting Corporation, for an amount of $123,742 as recommended by Paul Petretti, civil engineer and land surveyor for the village. Did you want to mention anything, Charlene, about?
No, other than he's the lowest responsible bidder, and it was within our.
Range.
Our range, yeah.
I would just like to make a comment that this is the kind of thing that the village needs to do on an ongoing basis that doesn't show up, but makes a big difference in terms of creating the ability for the fire department to upgrade their equipment to more modern equipment. So these are the kind of budget items that aren't necessarily readily apparent, but are very, very important.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, it's structurally for the floor to hold the new aerial truck that'll be coming in towards the end of the year, at the beginning of 2019.
Yeah, that's why we want to get it done before then.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, thanks, Charlene. Did I take a
I
motion?
don't think you did.
No.
Trustee Mazzillo, second. Trustee Sullivan, all in favor? Unanimous. Consider a motion to approve audits number 3, number 4, and number 5 for May 2018 as recommended by the village treasurer. Jeff, did you have any comments?
I have no comments at this time.
Great. Trustee Taylor, second. Trustee Sullivan, all in favor? Unanimous. Consider a motion to approve a tax certiorari settlement for 343 Broadway in the amount of $17,117.31 for the 2017 tax year. That is South Presbyterian Church?
That is South Presbyterian Church.
Okay. Do I have a motion? Trustee Rosillo, second. Trustee Taylor, all in favor? Unanimous. Consider a motion to authorize the village administrator to sign an agreement with Lawrence Cihanek Green Goats for an amount of $4,950 for the goat program to eliminate and/or contain invasive species at the High Street area.
They're nature's weed whackers.
Nature's weed whackers. There
So-
you go.
so could we
Well,
discuss-
here's
so
the
could we
thing.
discuss this? Yeah, go ahead.
It's my understanding that we did this last year, and it looked like they did a good job cleaning it out. But from what I understand of it, that it really, they need to do it a second time to dig down on the roots.
Yeah,
of the-
it's the consistent eating of, it's the knotweed to kill it off, because it is coming back. We were told that it might take 2 years.
Might take 2 years.
Yeah, and we can't use chemicals because it's by the Hudson River. You can't, hand pulling it takes forever, and weed whacking it, all it really does is just spreads the oil onto
All
the
over.
string, and then they go use the weed whacker someplace else, and the knotweed now grows somewhere else, so.
And some of the spots on that hill are fairly dangerous for some of our
Right.
folks to go into,
Well,
so.
this year they might be more visible to the public, so
Yeah.
you might have more visitors watching it
Yeah.
or wanting to give them
Well, they
Do
water.
were-
not feed the goats.
They were a big hit last year with the residents,
Cinnamon.
especially some
The
of
kids really liked it.
Yeah.
I can't remember their names.
So it was good. If we don't,
I think it goes with our sustainability movement and everything that Dobbs Ferry does to stay green too. So I think it's good.
well, it's true. They, I know a few times when we were down at water them last
Water,
year.
yeah, we're gonna need volunteers to help water on the
Volunteers.
weekend, so just putting that out there. Yeah,
And they do like their water every day.
oh yeah, they like clean water.
They like clean water. So we need to do that. But here's the thing. I think if we don't do this, then we've sort of wasted whatever we've already invested.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
And we haven't given it a try to see if it would work. So it'd probably be worthwhile, I think, if we move forward with this. I don't know if anybody else has.
And then we're gonna look into what we do with it in
Yes.
the long term.
Definitely,
in
we
the
have to
coming
do that
year.
this year, yeah.
Okay.
Those goats are ready.
Okay,
Great.
so do I have a motion? Trustee Sullivan, second. Trustee Drazzi, all in favor? Unanimous. Consider a motion to approve an expenditure of $2,112 to U.S. Rent-A-Fence for fencing around the perimeter of the High Street Park.
We don't wanna lose the goats.
The $4,000 investment.
Yeah, and I guess we have to look long-term at how we're gonna do that in the future,
Yeah.
because it is sort of a steep drop
Yeah.
from above there. Okay, do I have a motion? Deputy Mayor Cassell, second. Trustee Nell, all in favor? Unanimous. Consider a motion to authorize the village administrator to sign an agreement with NYSERDA as a condition to awarding a $100,000 grant for LED lighting and building energy upgrades for the Embassy Center.
That's fairly clear. We get $100,000 for LED lighting or any equipment that we're buying that's energy efficient. I mean, we're looking at a commercial kitchen, so that will be well spent and easily spent, actually.
Right. I love to see these
Yeah.
grants.
Yeah, I would like to thank Nina and Patty, actually, for helping us with this.
Great. So do I have a motion? Deputy Mayor Cassell, second. Trustee Sullivan, all in favor? Unanimous. Consider a motion to award the bid for cleaning services for the Dobbs Ferry Public Library to the lowest bidder, T&A Cleaning, for an amount of $1,370 a month, as recommended by the Library Director, Elizabeth Hobson. I guess we couldn't use the goats for that. Do I have a motion?
Just to go back.
Deputy Mayor Cassell?
We can't, I mean, I know we did this the last time, but who cleans like the village offices and stuff like that?
We have village personnel that cleans the village office.
And we don't feel they can do that for the library because it's just too much?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I asked. Sorry to interrupt you. I guess it's the vote now.
Do the same people?
So, do we,
The library also prefers it.
okay, so do we have a motion? Trustee Sullivan, second. Trustee DeRozzi, all in favor? Unanimous. Consider a motion to schedule a public hearing for the purpose of considering an amendment to the Dobbs Ferry Village Code to change the regulations relating to street openings as provided in Chapter 264, Article 2, Sections 264 through 7 through 264-12 on June 12, 2018 at 7:30 p.m. Is any...
The reason for this, the change is that, as you know, when utilities do road work, many times they patch, and they patch, even if they're doing like half a street, they'll patch, you know, that half of the street,
Right.
and we'll have sinkholes, et cetera. So this, this local law actually does two things. One, it extends curb to curb paving, but it also requires certain materials to be used which are better than just some of the stuff they put in, which really does get into sinkholes, et cetera. I know that there are adjoining villages that have the same kind of law. We tried to track that language as closely as possible so that the utilities have some kind of evenness in what they have to do, although they did like to come here so they could patch. But that will be no longer. Thank you.
Okay. So do I have a motion? Trustee Taylor, second. Deputy Mayor Cassell, all in favor? Unanimous. Consider a motion to affirm approval of a request from Miss Ellen Crane, RiverArts, to hang a banner for the 2018 RiverArts Music Tour at the intersection of Cedar and Main Streets from June 21st, 2018 to June 2nd, 2018. This is a lot of fun, by the way. I love this whole event.
I want to give this a little plug too, myself. This is one of my favorite days in the village every year. And even if you don't have time because you're taking kids to soccer practice and whatever else, even if you just roll your windows down, you hear music all over the village, actually all over the river towns. And it's a tremendous community event and a tremendous demonstration of the artistic talent and musical talent within the village. I believe based on the way they've written this up, there are going to actually be 52 performances at 12 venues in Dobbs Ferry. And that's out of 150 performances overall in the river towns, all taking place that Saturday and all free of charge. So it's a great day, and Mr. Mayor, I hope you'll be able to help promote that in your newsletter and on the website to help people recognize that they should take advantage of it.
And I'm going to show up to a lot of the scheduled, I mean, I have a few right around the neighborhood that I walk to. It's so much fun, and the music's terrific. It's unbelievable how many talented people we have in this village. It's great. And 52 in
52 in Dobbs Ferry,
In Dobbs
that's right.
Ferry.
That's right, at 12 different venues. Performances.
Yeah. Very good. Thank you. So, anybody else? Comments? Discussion? Do I have a motion? Trustee Taylor, second. Trustee Nell. All in favor? Unanimous. Minutes for May 8th, 2018. Anyone? Any changes? Okay, so do I have a motion to approve the minutes? Trustee Durazi, second. Trustee Nell, all in favor? Unanimous. Correspondence and claims. Clerk Liz Draper, do we have anything that needs to be reported?
No.
Great, thanks, Liz. Reports and announcements. Trustee Durazi, would you like to?
Yes, I just want to share with the community that our Youth Council is very excited to present in Aqua Fest 2018. It's going to take place on June 8th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Bull Park. There's going to be a lot of participation from all of our kids and our youth. I encourage everyone to please come and join us. It's supposed to be a lot of fun, and bring your swimming suit.
4 p.m. to 8 p.m.?
From 4 to 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
And one just additional note, because I have a third grader, I know that our Springhurst family tend to crash the party. So we just recommend that any parent that would like to bring their, kids from third grade and smaller kids, to please make sure that they are accompanied by an adult. They are more than welcome to participate, but definitely need to have an adult with them.
Great, thank you. Trustee Nell.
I'll report on the Chamber of Commerce, the River Downs Chamber of Commerce, with their new leaders. Thank you to Maggie, who's no longer here right now. But they're meeting in Tuesday, May 29th at 6:30 p.m. at St. George in Hastings. So go meet some fellow local businesses. And with the nominating committee, they are seeking people for the Youth Services Council, the nominating committee itself, and there's one opening on the traffic committee. So those are the three. I mean,
Also,
there's more.
The CAB is also.
The CAB
looking for
has
people.
one.
No, we're looking for, no, we need more than one, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, we have to check our information. But send your resumes to Liz Draper, go to the Dobbs Ferry website and hit volunteer now, and you'll get the form, and then you'll meet with the nominating committee and take it from there.
And anybody that wants to volunteer, they can find information out on the website, a description of the committees and time commitment and the time they meet during the month. Most committees meet about once a month, except for some of the statutory committees like the AHB. Thank you, Trustee.
And for the Downtown Improvement Task Force, I have a couple more people that have reached out that are interested in joining, so I'm gonna pass them on to you, Mayor, and tell you who they are and how awesome they are.
And I can already see the work that you've done has
I totally brought
new,
broccoli and Jabari together.
yes,
No,
collaborating.
had nothing to do with that.
Fantastic work. First couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Thank you. Trustee Sullivan?
I have two updates. One from the library. They asked to remind everyone that they would love for all residents to take part in their short 4-question online survey, which is available on the front page of the library website, dobbsferrylibrary.org, and that the Friends of the Library is currently looking for new members, particularly anyone who may be interested in a possible future leadership role. And tomorrow night they have 7 p.m. a screening discussion of the documentary Resilience, the Biology of Stress and the Science of Hope. Thursday at 3:30 they have the Raptors, Birds of Prey. And their library, the Friends of the Library annual meeting and lecture is Thursday, June 7th at 7 p.m. And then the last week was Dobbs Ferry Senior Week. I unfortunately was stuck in the city working every day, so I wasn't able to attend. But I know that Abby Knett and the Rec department did a great job pulling it together and having a great week. And I have a list of thank yous, including Abby Kinnett, Perret Risland, I'm sorry if I say anyone's names wrong, Half Moon, Angelo Libertori, I said it right, Bob? And they provided a magnificent lunch that I think Donna Cassell attended on Wednesday.
It's very generous, amazing.
Yeah, they
What
are
did. It's
very
very
generous.
generous.
Yeah.
It was a really great day.
And-
They do a lot each year for.
Yeah.
And Father Tim Spinelli of Sacred Heart and Our Lady of Pompeii. They had their premises used by the senior while the Embassy Center is still out of commission. United Healthcare, Reader's Hardware, Stop and Shop, Walgreens, Dobbs Diner, Ellen Tessatori, Ardsley Cucina, The Garden Club, Kathy Kay, Maz Hogan, and Roz Navarra. So everyone deserves a big, huge thank you for putting on a great senior week.
Great, thank you, Trustee Sullivan. Trustee Taylor?
I don't. The only thing would be to remind people again of the music tour on June 2nd. Other than that, I don't have anything else.
Great, thanks. Trustee Taylor, Trustee Sullivan?
I just want to report on the event for the Dobbs Ferry Volunteer Ambulance Dinner.
that's right.
Donna and Nicole attended that, and I attended that event. And they had it at a very nice venue, the Pleasantville Country Club. And they had a great turnout. They were very welcoming to us. And we got to see and learn a lot about what the volunteer fire ambulance corps is made up of. And I think we've encouraged them to come down and make a presentation to us so we could all learn what they're doing and the challenges that they face. So I want to give a great thanks for inviting us all, and maybe next year all of us will come, and we could all
Yes, and maybe somebody will dance with me.
dance.
I wanted to dance, but our other fellow trustees were shy, as were the core members until Joe Rooney bribed them into getting up there.
Because you and I were not there.
Yeah.
That's right, I would have been dancing with you. We danced
Sorry,
at the
I missed
gala,
it.
and it was very fun.
I heard it was a lot of fun.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
I had my high school reunion. I was dying to go, so.
Yeah. Well, we'll get there next year. And they do a wonderful service for the
They
village.
do.
And,
Yeah.
you know, it's,
I just have one more thing that I need to add. I just really want to thank the beautification committee, especially Miss Mary Berger, for the excellent job that they did last Thursday on putting all of the planting around the village. We have a few last-minute volunteers. Thank God to the way that Christy moved really fast and furious to get me some awareness out there that was happening. So thank you to everybody that was involved. Mary did a fantastic job as always, and I met some of the new neighbors, people that have been here for only a few months, and they're so excited. They said that they love the village and would like to get more involved. So it was very exciting to see their enthusiasm about helping. So it was great. Thank you so much.
yeah, that's great that they did that. And I know a few of the people were either ill or couldn't make it, and people volunteered, which is great. And they really do a good job. I mean, planters.
Got to learn the triangle for Mary. Got to get the triangle right.
Yes, she's terrific. We also, I think, lost a member.
No, I have one more.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
That's okay.
I was just going to, being that we were talking about the beautification.
Okay.
Yes, Susan.
Susan Klosnick, Klosnick
She passed away
passed
on the
away.
9th.
She was a member of the committee, and so maybe we could dedicate this meeting to her.
Absolutely.
And you know, our thoughts and prayers are with her family at this moment.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's more important. I just wanted to report on the Historical Society this weekend, this Sunday, had sponsored an essay contest, Why Immigrants Matter, and it was open to 9th graders in our school. And I just want to report that the winner of the contest was a fabulous essay. I hope I get the name right. Darian Amalazada won the contest, so I just wanted to give him a little shout out.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, I would love to read it.
Thank you. We have the Memorial Day Parade is on Monday, starts at 10 o'clock on Mohegan Avenue, and then we'll march, I think, over to the cemetery. And then from there, we're going to go to the high school, down to Memorial Field, and then we'll, at the lower field, the Little League field, where the basketball courts are, we'll have some refreshments, as we normally do. And the rain date is the same day at the high school, 10 o'clock, will be held inside the gym at the high school. So it's a nice service and memorial. There'll be wreaths placed at some of the monuments, and it's a day for remembering the people that sacrificed their lives, so we can enjoy ours with our families. So that's Monday at 10 a.m. High school tomorrow, we have Eric Pascal coming into town. Eric was the NCAA basketball champion with the Villanova University basketball team. He had a tremendous NCAA tournament. He really stepped up, and he'll be recognized tomorrow. We're having an event at CV tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow afternoon at the high school at 2 p.m. there'll be a recognition for him. I think the high school is giving him an honorary degree, and it'll be great for the kids to see. He's a real student athlete and a real fine young man. So we're looking forward to seeing him tomorrow. So it's open to the public. Anybody that would like to join us, please feel free to do it 2 o'clock at the high school. We also, on May 25th, Charlene, we have record retention day for the village. So the village will be closed, although we will be working that day.
Yes.
On records, but we need to do that once a year, and Friday is the day that we...
Yeah, and it's before tax collection day.
Oh, which is
June
the
1st. Well, yeah, it's June 1st.
May 31st. So if you haven't paid, you have a few days left.
You have till the 30th left.
Yeah, the month of
Oh,
June.
You have the month of June.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just like to do the record retention prior to doing that because it's very busy.
Right.
However, I think the building department will be open till 12 o'clock because they're sort of separate.
Okay.
And you can still get your permits.
Terrific. Thank you, Charlene. And also, I think the high school graduation has been scheduled for June 16th. Anybody interested in attending that? It's always a nice affair to see our young adults moving on to bigger and better things at the waterfront park on June 16th. So unless someone...
I had some, I think that we should mention that the pilot program that we approved a couple of months ago, or a month or so ago, for the additional 30 spots of free parking at the waterfront park will begin this weekend, and they'll be designated with signs that the DPW created for us. So there'll be the same 20 free spots, which are kind of near the flagpole bandstand area, and then the new 30 spots will be on the north end of the parking lot towards the playground and the soccer field, so people can locate them easier. And we should thank Christy Nell for creating a new sign for the front of the park that's going to be installed this weekend, Charlene?
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll have a nice new simple sign giving the rules of the park.
It's a beautiful sign.
Thanks.
It was very well done.
Beautiful sign. Thank you.
So I wanted to advise everybody of that, and
But
that's
the
it. And then
parking, so people with residential permits can park
anywhere they want.
anywhere in the
Anywhere.
lot. So
On the
regardless of the
weekends.
free spots, get your $10 residential permit and you can park anywhere in there on the weekends.
Yeah,
That's
and you can
correct.
park for more than 4 hours.
Yeah.
The free spots are for
So-
4 hours.
That's key for residents to understand.
I think we were gonna start with this meeting. I don't know if there were any updates on village
Sure.
buildings and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We
So
have 99 Cedar, which is chugging along there. Hopefully it'll be done soon, and we had another delay because of the rain. Hopefully it won't rain, bless you, won't rain anymore. It's just progressing. I can't give you an end date. The Embassy Center, we have all the bids in, we've reviewed them. We've distributed to the board. We will have a facilities meeting soon, so we can discuss that, the various alternatives, and decide what we want. But it's going along. Once we award the bid, then we have to, get everybody's paperwork, the bonding, et cetera, and hopefully we'll start at the end of June. And that will be terrific.
Great.
The steps on Cedar Street, and that goes with the parking lot, we're not doing anything with that. There's enough disruption in that area right now, so we're not doing anything with that until the parking lot is up and running. The firehouse floor, we awarded the bid. Gould Park, we have the designs, we're going to look at them sometime this week and see whether they meet our qualifications and requirements, then send it out to bid. Hopefully, we will award the bid just prior to that, in July sometime, and then start work in mid-August. So there's a lot of building going on.
That's great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charlene. Anybody else?